What is up, guys? Welcome back here to another ROK content. We have two guests here that are Indonesian content creator. I want you guys to support them. Go into their channel and subscribe now. By the way, we're about to reach 100k subscriber. I hope you guys would subscribe and support this channel as well. Now, with these two new Indonesian content creator coming to our channel, we are going to talk about some issues and dramas that has been going on in their KvK. They are from the 1945 kingdom. And it seems like the Indonesian kingdom is breaking down a little bit in here, or the Indonesian community. What is going on? Let's find out today in this video. So today we have Uncle Sue and Sus, Auntie Sue.
Yeah, Miss Sue. This is
I'm calling you Auntie.
Oh my goodness. I think you're older than her.
I am? How old are you?
I'm only like 24.
Oh yeah, I am older.
Oh my god! Wow!
Niece.
Don't call me out.
Niece.
Oh my
They're gonna make me out of the market.
Still in the market then.
Yes.
Miss Seuss. Okay.
So,
All right, let's
suspicious,
restart.
Actually,
Yeah.
Huh?
her name is suspicious.
Oh, okay. What's your Indonesian name?
People
Yes.
usually call me Elaine. It's alright. Kind of like public already, but yeah.
Oh,
In game,
okay.
people usually call me Miss Suspicious.
Oh, okay. Cool. Today we have Uncle Sue and Miss Suspicious. Today they are going to give us some information regarding their KvK. It's one of the bigger KvKs as well. 1945 is a very Indonesian community, and they are a part of it. And as we can see right now in the KvK, it didn't really turn out well for them on the result on KvK, but there's also a lot of topics to kind of go through about this. So I'll let you start here, Sue and Sus, about your KvK.
I think people really pay more attention about this KVK because not just because 1945 as one of the biggest Indonesian kingdom that we have, but also about our opponent, right? About
1846.
1846. Yeah, I think the attention that people gave to this KVK not just about 1945, but also because the opponent that we have, right?
Yeah,
1846, isn't it?
1846. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess people really.
Moyote.
Yeah.
Mm.
How to pronounce the name? Monchote? Moncote?
I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce that name.
I don't know. I think Mokote or Moko.
Mocote.
I think that's more.
Mocote, right? And we know him as Marquinhos, right?
Marquinhos.
Marquinhos.
Yeah,
Sorry, not a football fans.
I know.
But yeah, I guess why people really pay attention about the KVK because the 1945 itself, but also about the opponent, one of the biggest name we have in the community, right?
Yeah. And I think you said that he's thinking of migrating out of this kingdom and moving to 1960.
Yeah.
That's still a rumor.
It's
I
rumor,
think.
right? Rumor.
There's a rumor. I think it's because as we all seen, there is an account under his name
Yeah.
there in 60GT, and so everybody just make a assumption that Mokote gonna move to 60GT after this KvK, but it's not being confirmed yet, even from him.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're not sure.
That would be
I guess just
interesting.
like circulating
Yeah,
among
yeah.
So
people
do you
in
think
Facebook.
if Moko leave this kingdom, do you think the kingdom will now be irrelevant?
I guess not.
I don't
mean,
think so because
Yes,
yes,
how they fought, right?
yes,
How they fought. And I'm sure that they have quite solid force and a lot of mass.
they have good coordination.
Yeah.
They knew how to plan. They knew how to implement the plans, and basically they have a very good team there.
Yeah,
Mm.
maybe with Okada they are just give them more spotlight because
More as a tank, I guess.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
more spotlight, more exposure
Yeah.
as the big name that he has. But I think yeah, Fortis is gonna stay strong even though like
Yeah.
Monkote gonna move.
Okay. Good. That's a
Good.
good point. All right. So what else is happening in this KvK?
Lots of drama, obviously.
Yeah, I think the dramas after this was about is I think it's kind of out of hands in my opinion.
Mm.
Um, it let me tell you something that we are both of us in a group of a WhatsApp group, which is solely for the
Top
person
300.
top 300 personnel of the 1945 kingdoms.
Okay.
But after this KvK, someone which we don't know yet uh, just share
A screenshot
the screenshot,
about the conversation
the
in the group.
conversation in the
Yeah.
group, even they're included in some phone numbers,
Oh wow.
etc. And then it is not. I don't think it's good
Private.
in yeah in a way. And
Yeah.
basically they just share everything that we that people said in the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
And well, some of it, of course, the king is furious, right?
Mm-hmm.
The king was furious because we knew, all of us knew that how hard the officers working there in 1945, how they tried to maintain the kingdom basically. But maybe because of the history of the kingdom also have enemies within and also from outside, and basically all of them are Indonesian community. So as as you can wear that even in the Facebook now, it's like a fireball everywhere, bam 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 bam, everyone blaming, ridicule 1945, saying that
Mm-hmm.
oh, I get banned from 45, actually I just giving support. And then he said let's let's break 1945. So basically it's like a contradictive
Mm-hmm.
things,
Mm-hmm.
like more like
Yeah. I mean,
radical things.
well,
Immature.
let me
Immature.
yeah,
Yeah.
let me add things. We met the king before in real life, so
Mm-hmm.
we know exactly that he's a good man. He's a good person. We don't really know what was behind all the drama, what caused the hatred that happened around the community. But I think like screenshotting things in a really small peer of group in WhatsApp and share it to public
In
just
Facebook.
to just to insult and just to ridicule someone just way too
Mm-hmm.
much, right? I guess it way too much for a game, and it was. I think it can be considered as
Kind of sad, to be honest.
a violation of private life, private identity, like phone numbers, and also like the small communities that people have. I mean, like that was out of the line. Yeah, that was happened with 45 after they were losing in the
The
King's Land.
KvK, yeah.
Well, I mean, like
So
losing is really
tell me a little bit
normal
about
things, right?
what happened in the KvK. Like, how did you guys, I mean, you guys are strong. How long did the fight last? And basically,
Oh
how
yeah,
did the yeah,
we were so
Heliopolis.
excited with the drama.
Yes. Actually, the fight itself, I don't know whether is it because of the timing or is it because of the activity. I really, to be honest with you, I'm not sure.
Mm.
But for sure, 1846 show up, and man, they were so strong.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
I don't know. I saw 6 CGT GST fight. I saw 46 get out with all the open field with all the strategy and everything. And in my opinion, we from 45 only that we are. You can say maybe we are understaffed. You can say that
Uh
kind
huh.
of. Uh, you can tell if you watch it truly on the pass. During the pass opening, there are many troops there, but they are not getting out from the pass.
I
They
see.
just stand there. So can you imagine what happened there then? And
Yeah.
then how do you expect people still saying that I'm fighting, but
So
they just stand there, just AFK?
a lot of people showed up but didn't really fight. So basically, you guys really like it was an actual a beat down defeat from you know
Yeah,
1846 on you guys.
yeah,
Uh
it was confusing though. I mean, we met in previous KVK, right?
huh.
Uh, and you saw how 45 fought, and you saw people were really uh put everything on the field. But this KvK, we don't know why, just different. And yeah, about that time, I guess it was a really prime time for us. It was
Interesting.
around, yeah, 11 a.m. in Sunday. Was it?
Sunday,
Yeah,
yes.
Sunday 11 a.m. It
Okay.
was a really prime time, right? And um I think people really know 45 from the activity and from the people that it has. The a lot of people there and how active they were, and yeah, just even in the leadership, I guess, or like even people that really in fast time in 45 really wonder what happened and where were the people
Okay.
at that time. Yeah, just really sad.
So, just kind of kind of close up the KVK, performance in here. Um, so you guys probably, because I'm looking at the map right now, we can see 1846 really dominating in here in the map. So I'd say
Yeah,
1846 is the strongest kingdom here in this KVK. Now,
yeah.
my question with your experience, do you think 1846 is capable of competing in a different, environment, like, going against JST 19? I don't know if they ever done it yet. Maybe with 1960, JST 1254, those top kingdoms. After defeating 1945, do you think they are, strong and good enough and is capable of that?
Um, in my opinion, maybe if they can maintain the power level at this time, maybe they can do something, and maybe they can compete, or at least giving a good fight
They will be
to.
underdogs, you would say.
Yes, they're gonna be underdog, of course, but yes, as you can see, like GST and 60GT now for like almost like 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even there, I mean, like it's quite difficult to compete in this kind of environment. But for 1846, if even though they're gonna go there at that level, maybe it's because what we think that if you can see from the map, actually they are crossing the map. So I mean that they're that strong. They just cut off our allies,
Mm.
like they are nothing, right? They just cross it from the west part and
Yeah.
go straight to the southeast part, and there's so basically they are crossing the allies from our team, which is 33, and
Yeah.
then they cannot even cut off the flags. I mean, and then at that point, 1945, have to deal with another kingdom, which is what's the number of kingdom? DBZ is
Yeah.
Mm, I
is
see DBZ.
DBZ, and there is also another one from the north.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite bad, to be honest, but it is what it is. As 1945, I think that the kingdom is strong still. The kingdom is still strong,
Mm-hmm.
um, because we have strong people. Yes, of course, we also have some other type of people, but
Mm-hmm.
1945 is strong kingdom, and I'm pretty sure that the officers, the leaders, will do something about this. Basically, they're gonna review this KvK.
All right, that's good to know. All right, so let's talk about, the main topic here where we did this collaboration is the
Mhm.
drama. All right, now let's talk about the first screenshot that you guys have shared to me. So this is in the Indonesian name. So this is in the Rise of Kingdoms Indonesia. It's not even in the international. Okay. So what does it say? 1945 Jaya Jaya Jaya. I guess that's ha ha ha. All right.
That's actually in English. You can say that glory, glory for 1945.
Uh-huh.
It's like a 1,000 fighters kingdom,
Okay.
not 1,000 stoops. Stoop is like um, how do you say
Or
stoops?
maybe
Like
maybe
it's like a structures for a temples.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, do you know Borobudur?
Mm-mm. What is Borobudur?
or
Borobudur is a temple, big temple
or
in
maybe
in,
we can
in
say
central
maybe
Jawa.
like Chandi. We can assume
Candi.
like a ruin something.
I
We
see it
can like
says here
assume that.
KD Seribu Chandi.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
KD
yeah.
Seribu Candi is mean like
See, I can speak
you
Indonesian.
can say it's like a temple kind of 1,000 temples. Well,
Yeah,
they
something like
just
that.
want to show you that so many forts there, which
Hmm.
is owned by the 1945.
Okay.
So many forts, but there are none that can be that can help them to fight. and so
I see.
it's being inspiration is came from the 1000 islands.
Oh,
There
I
is
see.
a place in in the
Indonesia.
province,
Oh, I
yes,
Yeah,
see.
Indonesia,
Indonesia.
which
Yeah.
is the 1000 islands near Jakarta actually.
So what is a
It's
Karajan? Karajan with a clown face.
Oh, means like kingdom.
Kerajaan is kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's saying
So
kingdom clown. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
Basically that.
yeah, you can say that. So basically, this is a ridiculous, just trying to ridiculous the kingdom.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Now what about the second screenshot? It says this, yeah, Yani Bandari group.
Okay.
Okay.
It's interesting. I guess this is related to what I said before about the drama,
Uh-huh.
about the uh phone number shared in the WhatsApp, from the WhatsApp group, that
Okay.
I think someone that posts this is one of the person that removed from the WhatsApp group because suspected to be the person that screenshot what was inside the group. Yeah,
I
so
see.
based on the screenshot,
He said.
he said that well, I'm being banned from the group, even though I only say fighting to I only say
Basically, he said that he's cheering for the team.
yeah, cheering for the team. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, I
So
see. I
he
see.
said like 1945, you guys can. Ooh, how to say that?
Okay,
Mm.
let's break up
Yeah,
1945.
something like
Basically,
that.
that's what he said.
Oh, wow, he's so bitter.
Let's
Okay.
come on. Let us split up. Let us
Yeah.
split. Let
So
us
there's
split.
always
So
players
basically,
like this, they become
yeah,
bitter.
he just want 1945 to disband basically.
Wow. All right. Now, next one is in the comment section on your video,
Yeah.
on your stream maybe. Okay, what does this say? It's pretty long. It's
Yeah.
saying something about top 300. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you know the 1945 king Mockery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was in the group chat that shared among the people was this conversation. Not conversation. It's more like a monologue that he said in the WhatsApp group. That he said that all of this war.
It's just all ridiculous basically.
Hmm.
He was saying that this is unacceptable for the kingdom like 1945 to have this kind of war. Well, basically he said that I'm gonna disband everybody, and then they're gonna make only one alliance, which is going to be the Fighters Alliance,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gonna like
Zero
disband zero and
yeah.
let everybody else to get out from
It's
the
more like
kingdom.
anger, like a
You know,
rage.
it's furious
Yeah, it was
basically because he
furious.
was not satisfied with the people effort during the war, which is understandable.
Yeah,
And this is only in the group,
like
right?
small group,
He's
WhatsApp
not
group.
he's not making a kingdom mail. He's not trying to do something. You know, he's a human, right?
Mm-hmm.
We do have emotion. And then he loved the kingdom so much. He loved
Mm-hmm.
everybody so much. So that's why when people just do not meet the expectation, and then he just get furious by that time, and then it's everybody understand,
Yeah.
especially the people in the inner circle, which is the officers. Everybody's understand about this situation.
So the person that posed this comment in our live stream actually trying to quote what he said in the screenshot, and later in the comment section he said that the king is trying to show himself as an angel, but behind act like something
Thing
else.
else.
Yeah, but just yeah, basically trying to mock the king with his own words, something like that.
Yeah, and then he said that this is a word of someone using a kid mask in a group called 1945 Top 300, and then he was trying not to name the name,
Mm-hmm.
but at the bottom one you can see that he typed the name.
Yeah, I see
So
that.
it's like, yeah, you know, hypocrite type of person. I think that's kind of person.
Yeah, we always encountered this. I mean, honestly, if the king decides or the leadership decides to restructure, that's totally normal. We've seen that in other kingdoms, so
Yes,
that's
exactly.
fine. What about here on the picture? We can see the MVP 1945. So I guess they're mocking you guys. But you guys did really well in previous KvKs. You know, one little hiccup is really not that bad in my opinion.
Yes. Well, this one you can tell that in the comment is you can say that even lost you have to be MVP. So you can see there's a picture of MVP
Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Even if
above.
you're lost, you have to be MVP. I mean, that means that you guys are
I mean
doing good.
that's ridiculous. Actually, this is ridiculous.
It's trying to
Ridiculous.
ridicule.
Ridiculous. 1945.
Even he the poster the uploader of this picture put
Replace
something like replace
the star.
the star is supposed to be the star, right? I mean,
Yes.
like 45 was a really optimistic about this KvK actually. We actually
Oh, did they replace a star with the circle? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
he
Oh, I
was
see.
I mean, like
I was wondering about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just it's trying to, you can say tease
What
maybe, but
what does it
it's
say? Walau kala harus. What does that mean?
even you lost, you have to be
Oh,
MVP.
that's what it means. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's just like the game, right? When you in what is it?
It's like champion of Olympia, right?
When you get to be
SPP.
Oh, I see. I
you
see.
lost, and
Should
sometimes that, and then in Arc Osiris you lost, and then you still got MVP.
the
But basically,
player?
you don't. It doesn't mean anything, right? I
Yeah.
mean, like you need to get the stars, and I know how deserved 1945 actually is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe it's not the time yet. We don't know about it, but yeah, someday I do believe that it is gonna come to the kingdom.
He put the wrong meme. He should have put SVP because you guys
Yeah.
technically lost. Yeah, I'm just saying. All right, the
Yeah.
last second one in the last one in here for the comment with the cat. I don't know if it's a cat or the eyes.
Okay.
Okay, so I see Hawk Nigiri also
Yeah.
like
Mentioned
this reacted onto this one. So this is a
Oh,
bit
yeah,
a bit
he's react-
long. What does this thing say?
Well, you can say that if in Indonesian, I mean in English, you can understand it as that it's war. There's
Uh-huh.
gonna be a victor and loser.
Uh-huh. Makes
But
sense.
okay, the important one, most important is your effort.
Yeah.
Well, if you lost, if somebody lost,
Uh-huh.
then you do not need to ridicule the guy, insulting them.
Uh-huh.
Well, you guys who likes to insult other people, who like to ridicule other people, have you ever been in this kind of KvK, in this kind of kingdom,
Yeah.
right? So even if you guys in that kind of situation, you're gonna be just a farmers, not going to help at all in the war. So talking is easier than doing it. So peace, peace from the people of the country. Maybe you can say that.
So
Well,
really,
that's
no, that's actually a
English.
good comment, you know. So
Yes, it is a good
a lot of people just they're just trolls, you know, and you know, it's just how people are. I think my suggestion is for the 1945 is to just, you know, focus on the core team. If you guys need to make adjustments, then make some adjustments, but you know, you shouldn't like people do a lot of trolling and stuff on, you know, on all these other platforms. You know, I think
Yeah.
majority of people already encountered that, and some of them aren't really the biggest, you know, contributors as well. They just watch and ridicule. So just ignore it, I should say. What about you guys? What do you guys have to say to your team here in 1945 and to your fellow Indonesians? Because there is a lot of players from Indonesia who actually play the game. You know, it's a big community.
Yeah. What comes first, I think, positivity and how we react to the situation, whatever we face, even though about our own kingdom or about anyone else in the community. I guess at the end of the day, it's just a game, and I really feel sad about how people trying to drag other down. For I don't know, we all here just to have fun, right?
Mhm.
It's all about having. What's the point if you cannot feel the fun, if you cannot support others, and why we need to drag each other down? just because the difference about which kingdom, or maybe just because you don't like one or two
Yeah.
people. And yeah, I think how our community gonna grow if you keep hating to each other. I mean, like, we saw a lot of successful stories like in Korean's kingdom, or maybe like in Vietnamese kingdom, and also like there are plenty of examples out there. And I really I really uh, wish for that the Indonesian community at the end can comes together in in the sense of building the community in solid ones. We saw a lot of newcomers, new kingdom,
Yeah.
Indonesian kingdoms, right? Maybe like 83 as well, 2983, one of the uh, biggest Indonesian kingdom, maybe right now, right? You can say,
No. The biggest maybe in KvK one.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They
KvK
can,
one. Okay.
but yeah, we can say they also
Yeah.
like one of the hopes that we can see from the community. And yeah, basically back what we wish is positivity among the people. Let's fun together. Let's build the community together. And yeah, please just stop uh, the bullying, the hate speech, all the negativity that around. Then yeah, yeah, I think
Everything is acceptable for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Uh, as long as it's not attacking personal.
yeah,
It's competition, right? And me, I'm a man, right? I'm a male players. It is in our blood when we get rid of one people marches, even
Yeah.
with zero people cities or everything, and then people will get angry with us with all the swearing or everything. But it's part of the games. I mean
Yeah.
that
It is
that's
part of the
why.
game.
Yeah, but we do not attack people personal life. We
Yeah.
do not attack what what is happening with other people. We do not trying to like why I mean it's drama is fine. It's okay. It's a competition, right?
Yeah.
So as in for 1945, it is not now, but someday we're gonna get there because
I,
I know for sure 45 is like doing restructuring the power. We are accepting new high power players. We accepting new highly active players. So all of those things is in a process still, and I'm pretty sure sooner or later 1945 gonna get what they deserve.
yeah.
What we gonna need now is just like keep it tight, and yeah, dramas. Yes, drama
It's
is part of the
normal, you know. And I think
it's
what you're trying
okay.
to say is also being like a man, you're able to handle a lot more, and
Mm,
being more mature compared
mm,
to the other people.
yeah,
And honestly, winning and losing is part of the game. I mean, think about this. I used to be in 1412. 1412 is, pretty much,
yeah, mm,
everybody left. A lot of people left. So most of them are still going to be moving to 1960.
yeah,
So, it's part of the game. You're not always going to be on the top. Sometimes you need to rebuild. Um,
yes,
who knows, any of these alliances. We've seen many strong alliances that are now not, they're not known anymore. Like they were very much well known in the very beginning, and now,
yeah,
there's a lot of changes. But at the end of the day, I think you guys have a great, community, having, a full Indonesian community. In the game,
yeah,
so I think you guys should cherish that, because like, even, if you think about this, for us in the Philippines community, there's, we don't really have as strong as a community in comparison to where you see like Indonesia, Vietnam,
mm,
so it is something nice. And I think people from Indonesia, if you should be, proud of it, because you guys get to represent, and people will get to see that across the world. And it's also supporting us. You're basically promoting how Asians are as well in the game, how good you guys are. So that's one thing I should say.
yeah. Indonesian actually have two big kingdom,
Uh-huh.
1664 and 1945.
Okay.
These two kingdoms basically
Rivals. Yeah.
rivals, right? So they keep on competing who's gonna be
The
best, the other one. So it's happened. But the problem is like sometimes the people inside just cannot make a difference between hate and competition. It's like so sometimes people just attack
Actually, it's wrong
Uh,
how the people view it. People should be in that two kingdoms should be working together and show every time. If, let's say you guys plan on getting into KvK at the same time, and
yeah.
show how amazing Indonesian community is and beat everyone, and it
Yes.
shows your flag and your pride. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's one thing great about this game is that you can truly show off your your
Yeah.
whole community. But this is
Yeah.
definitely great. Let's do some closing remarks. You know, you got anything to say to your, you know, to your team, to your opponents?
Yeah. Maybe what we can say, thank you for all the fun in the KvK. Thank you for all the team. Thank you for the leadership in 1945 to give us the room to also to make contents, to broadcast more about 1945. And I guess the time gonna come in the future when we gonna uh, get what we aim to. We're gonna get the star, obviously. Maybe not now, maybe not today, but the time gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess don't forget to subscribe to us as
Oh
well.
my God.
Yes, yes. Subscribe to them. I'll put the channel link as well in the description. So this is a new channel that you guys made. So make sure to subscribe to that and turn the notification on. So
Thank-
how do you say
My
goodbye
pa-
in
you-
Indonesian?
Ya, makasih teman-teman yang udah nonton video ini. Semoga pesan-pesan yang kita sampaikan bisa tersampaikan dengan baik dan juga bisa menjadi penyatu di antara komunitas Indonesia. Sekian dari Suensus channel juga. Terima kasih untuk Sinci yang
Oh,
udah mempersembahkan kesempatan untuk berbicara dengan kita berdua.
Ooh, that was so fast. I didn't understand anything, but I heard my name, so
yeah.
that's good.
She speaks so fast.
She
That's why.
does. She
You see,
does.
when she speaks, I just, oh my God.
Where's anime? Where's
Where's-
name?
I don't know when to enter and say something.
The only word I know is salamat pagi. That's all I know.
Selamat pagi. Hey, when you go to Bali.
Yeah, we'll teach you a lot.
Someday. Anyway, thank you
Yeah, well-
guys.